Adolf Hitler, a name synonymous with terror and destruction, had a humble beginning in Braunau am Inn, Austria. Born in the year 1889 to Alois and Clara Hitler, his early life was not without struggle. School was a battleground for young Adolf, his nonconformity and rebellious nature often putting him at odds with his teachers. Yet it was in these formative years that his passion for German nationalism began to take root, a seed planted by his father's tales of his homeland. His fervor for his country led him down a path of art and culture, ultimately culminating in a failed attempt to gain admission to Vienna's Academy of Fine Arts. This rejection, coupled with his struggles in school, only furthered his resentment towards the established order, shaping the political ideologies that would later become the foundation of his rule. As a young man, Hitler was already showing signs of the fervent nationalism that would later define his rule. Though post-World War I, Germany was a breeding ground for political discontent. It was in this environment that Hitler found his calling. Amidst the chaos and uncertainty of the post-war era, a fledgling political group was emerging, the German Workers' Party. Hitler, initially sent to spy on this group by the German army, found himself drawn to their nationalist ideologies and anti-Semitic sentiments. His charismatic speeches, brimming with fervor and conviction, resonated with the disenchanted masses, allowing him to quickly rise through the ranks. Hitler's adept use of propaganda further amplified his influence within the party. He capitalized on the widespread discontent and fear, promising stability, prosperity, and a return to former glory. His persuasive rhetoric and strategic maneuvering culminated in his appointment as the leader of the German Workers' Party, which he transformed into the National Socialist German Workers' Party, known to the world as the Nazi Party. By 1921, Hitler had seized control of the party, setting the stage for his rise to power. The year 1933 marked a dark turning point in German history as Hitler assumed the role of Chancellor. This wasn't a role he was simply handed. It came about through a series of shrewd political maneuvers. Amidst the chaos and instability of the Weimar Republic, Hitler, with his charismatic speeches and promises of a better future, managed to sway the masses in his favor. But securing the position of Chancellor wasn't enough. Hitler needed absolute power to enact his radical vision. Enter the Enabling Act of 1933. This law allowed Hitler to pass legislation without the Reichstag's approval, essentially bypassing the democratic process. It was a masterstroke that solidified his absolute power over Germany. In the wake of these events, the political landscape of Germany was forever altered. Democracy was replaced with dictatorship, and the stage was set for the implementation of Hitler's vision. With absolute power in his hands, Hitler began to implement his vision for a new Germany. Hitler's reign was marked by aggressive expansionist ideologies, racial purity laws, and ultimately, the devastation of World War II. His foreign policies were marked by a relentless pursuit of territorial expansion, breaking the terms of the Treaty of Versailles, which had ended the First World War. Under Hitler's leadership, Germany annexed Austria and the Sudetenland of Czechoslovakia, leading to growing tensions in Europe. However, it was the invasion of Poland in September of 1939 that finally sparked the Second World War. This act of aggression was a clear demonstration of Hitler's audacious disregard for international law and order. Alongside these expansionist policies, Hitler implemented the notorious Nuremberg laws, targeting Jews and other minorities. These laws stripped Jews of their rights, marking the beginning of an era of intense persecution. This culminated in the Holocaust, a systematic, state-sponsored genocide that led to the murder of 6 million Jews. This horrific crime against humanity remains one of the darkest chapters in human history. Meanwhile, World War II raged on, causing massive destruction and loss of life across the globe. Hitler's reign and his policies had a profound and devastating impact, not just on Germany, but on the entire world. Hitler's policies plunged the world into a war that resulted in an estimated 70 to 85 million deaths, approximately 3 to 4% of the world population. This stock figure serves as a grim reminder of the catastrophic consequences of unchecked power and the dangers of extremism. As Allied forces closed in on Berlin, Hitler's reign of terror was nearing its end. Hunkered down in a bunker, the once fearsome leader faced his final days. As the world above raged on, he made a chilling decision. On the 30th of April 1945, Hitler committed suicide. His death marked the end of one of history's darkest chapters, a period that continues to serve as a grim reminder of the devastating potential of absolute power.